Hello, this is Chaneta, author of How to Have This and That. Today, my topic is script writing, revision. Excerpts are taken from Neville Goddard's Seed Time and Harvest Time book. What I'm going to share with you is called revision, using inspired ideas and text from Neville Goddard's book, Seed Time and Harvest Time. You can use this method for revising your past, rewriting your days the way you wish they had gone, and writing your new life script the way you want it to be. All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and they have their entrances. And one man in his time plays many parts. And this is taken from the play As You Like It, Act 3, Scene 7 by William Shakespeare. I'm going to talk to you about the four mighty ones today, which can best be described and understood by comparing them to the four most important characters in the production of a play. There are four mighty ones in every man, but these four mighty ones are not four separate beings, separated from one from the other as your fingers on your hand. The four mighty ones are four different aspects of your mind and differ from one another in function and character without being separate selves. And it only happens in one body. The four mighty ones constitute the selfhood of man or God in man. So what are these four mighty ones I'm talking about? They are the producer, the author, the director, and the actor, which are the four most important characters in the production of a play. So let's talk about each of the roles of the four mighty ones in your life. Remember, they are not separate selves, but all four of them each have a role to play in your life. There are four different ones, but they work together as a team, and teams work together for the good of the whole. So there are all kinds of plays, and they all have different endings. But with you being the author, director, producer, and actor, you can end it the way you want. Remember, you are the author, the producer, the director, the actor of your life play. So what are you writing? You are the four mighty ones all in one, the team. In the drama of life, the producer's function is to suggest the theme of a play. This he does in the form of a wish, such as, I wish I were successful. I wish I could take a trip. I wish I were married. I wish I was healthy. I wish I was rich and prosperous. I wish I was happy, and so on. But to appear on the world stage, these general themes must somehow be specified and worked out in detail. It is not enough to say, I wish I were successful. That's just too vague. Successful at what? What script writing are you writing, producing, directing for your life? What role are you playing? What role are you acting? Are you only playing the producer, the author, the director, or the actor? If you are, you're selling yourself short. Why? Because you are all four and have the power within you to write, produce, direct, and act in your life play the way you want the ending to be. So the first person to formulate a play is the producer. In the drama of life, the producer's function is to suggest the theme of a play. This he does in the form of a wish, such as, I wish I were successful. I wish I could take a trip. I wish I were married, but married to what type of person, and so on and so forth. You get the picture. Remember, to appear on the world stage, these general themes must somehow be specified and worked out in detail. It is not enough to say, I wish I were, blah, successful, married, happy, rich, whatever. But remember, successful at what? As rich as what? Married to what type of person? The second dramatization of the theme is left to the originality of the author. In dramatizing the theme, the author writes only the last scene of the play, but this scene he writes in detail. The scene he writes must dramatize the wish fulfilled. That is, write it as any good author would, in that the final scene is the way he wants his play to end. He is the author and is in control of scripting it. He mentally constructs as a lifelike scene as possible of what he would like to experience had he realized his wish. When the scene is clearly visualized, the author's work is done. The third mighty one is the director of the play. The director's task is to see that the actor remains faithful to the script and to rehearse him over and over until he or she is natural in the part. This function may be likened to controlled and consciously directed attention, and attention focused exclusively on the action, which implies that the wish is already realized. The fourth mighty one is like the Son of God, human imagination, the actor. The fourth mighty one performs within himself in imagination the predetermined action that implies the fulfillment of the wish. This function does not visualize or observe the action. This function actually enacts the drama and does it over and over again until it takes on the tone of reality. Without the dramatized version of the fulfilled desire, the theme remains a mad theme and sleeps forever in the vast chambers of unborn themes. Nor without the core operant attention obedient to the dramatized version of the fulfilled desire will the play be objectified as your reality. So revising the past, man has to continuously remember that the past follows him unless he what? Revises it. For him it may seem merely history. For him it may seem unalterable, a dead and firmly fixed past. But for itself, it is living. It is part of the living age. He cannot leave behind him the mistakes of the past, for nothing disappears. Everything he has is still in it. Everything has done or been is still in existence. The past still exists, and it gives and it still gives its results. Man must go back in memory, seek for and destroy the cause of the evil, however far back they lie. This going into the past and replaying a scene of the past in imagination as it ought to have been played the first time, I call revision. And revision results in repeal. It results in change, the change you desire to have or you wish you had had. You are changing the past to bring it now into the present. The cause of any evil are the unrevised scenes of the past. The past and the recent form, in the recent form, the whole structure of man. They are carrying all of its contents with it. Any alteration of content will result in alteration in the present and future. So, live nobly so that you can store a past that's worth recalling. Should you fall, remember, you can correct it. You can revise it. If the past is recreated in the present, so will the revised past be recreated in the present as well. Now, this is how we do it, Neville says. At the end of the day, I review the day. I don't judge it. I simply review it. I look over the entire day, all the episodes, all the events, all the conversations, all the meetings, and then I see it clearly in my mind's eye. I rewrite it, and I rewrite it until it conforms to the ideal of the day I wish I had experienced. I take scene after scene and I rewrite it, revise it, and having revised my day, then in my imagination, I relive that day, the revised day, and I do it over and over in my imagination until this seeming imagined state begins to take on, for me, the tones of reality. It seems that and then it seems like it's so real to me that I can actually feel it and I'm experiencing it. And I have found that when I revise my days and really live it as if I wanted it to be, it not only changes my yesterday, it changes my today and my tomorrow. So people who disappointed me yesterday, when I see them today, will not disappoint me today because I've changed the past. So it is my duty to take this garden of life and really make it into the garden that I want it to be by daily using the pruning shears of revision. When man discovers that life is a play, which he himself is consciously or unconsciously writing, he will cease from the blind self-torture of executing judgment upon others. Instead, he will rewrite the play to conform to his ideal, for he will realize that all changes in the play must come from the corporation of the four mighty one. Where are they within you? Which are what? The producer, the author, the director, and the actor. They alone can alter the script and produce the change that you want. All men and women in his world are merely players and are hopeless to change his play, as are the players on the screen of the theater to change the picture. The desired change must be conceived, dramatized, rehearsed, performed in the theater of your mind. When the fourth function, the imagination, has completed its task of rehearsing the revised vision of the play until it seems natural, then the curtain will rise upon this so seemingly solid world, and the mighty four will cast a shadow of the real play upon the scene of space. Men and women will automatically play their parts to bring about the fulfillment of the dramatized theme, your theme. The players, by reason of their various parts in the world's drama, become irrelevant to the individual's dramatized theme, and because relevant, are drawn into his drama. They will play their parts faithfully, believing all the while that they are the ones that wanted to do that in the first place. This to do because thy Father art within me, and I in you, and I in them, and thou in me. That's John 17, 21, 23. We are one. We are all playing the full parts of the producer, the actor, director, and author in the drama of life. Some of us are doing it consciously, and others, as I said, are doing it unconsciously. But it's necessary to be conscious so that you can direct the play you want to, play the role you want to, act the way you want to produce the results that you want to. So we have to be conscious of the full functions of the one God within us, that we may have companionship of God as his sons. My question to you is, are you consciously playing the full parts of the mighty ones within you? The producer, the author, the director, and the actor? If not, start to do so now. You can write your play any way you want to. You can play any part you choose to play. But when you are awake, aware, and conscious, that is AAC, you can consciously direct the play of your life the way you desire it and manifest the results that you want. You can write your script so that you may experience having this and that. In this world of Caesar, in this now reality, yes, you can. Isn't it wonderful that you can choose to rewrite and write your life script the way you want it and produce and direct it? Play the role that you want? Yes, it is wonderful that you can have this and that, and you can start now. This is Chaneta, author of How to Have This and That. My books are sold on Amazon.com. Before you go, this is what I would like you to do for me. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and click like below. Share my videos with others and invite them to subscribe to my YouTube channel below and click like. Thank you for being a part of my world. Together, we can change it. Yes, you can have this and that. Prosperity is your birthright. It is wonderful. Yes, it is.